From the Samsung Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSPTV and the Standard Speaker.
Burglars pulling break-ins all around Greater Hazleton. Police in one community tracking the perps who are grabbing more than the usual goods. Wait till you hear what else they're picking up. Good evening and thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Police in one local community are working hard to get a break in the case of a number of break-ins. As Jasmine Brooks reports, while some burglars are going for the goods, some others are after the grates.
Matthew Gatos has lived along West Butler Drive all his life. The Butler Township resident says he feels his community is safe, but that doesn't mean he isn't careful when it comes to securing his home.
I keep it safe by locking the doors, locking the garage door, and just being vigilant. And you always have to be vigilant no matter where you go and no matter what you do in life.
When Gatos learned of the recent rash of burglaries in his community, some that happened just doors away from his own home, he was shocked, but gives this advice to his neighbors.
Just always be vigilant. You know, always be vigilant, always know your surroundings, always know who your neighbors are. And, you know, if you have anything that's of value, keep it locked up.
Secure your residence if you do go out. Make sure the doors are locked, the windows are locked. If you have an alarm system in your residence, utilize it. That's what you pay your yearly fee for. Other than that, be in contact with your neighbors. If you do decide to go on vacation or you're going out of town for a couple days, let somebody know.
Butler Township police say the burglaries that began in the beginning of October all happened during daytime hours when the homes were empty. Police now have leads and continue to work with Hazleton State Police on this investigation, while also tackling another problem. Butler Township residents aren't the only ones being affected by the burglaries. Sewer grates like this one are being stolen, which could potentially be a danger for any motorists passing through. That's right, burglars aren't just after cash and jewelry. Now they're even taking sewer grates right off the township's roads and trading them in for cold hard cash. But that doesn't surprise the sergeant.
No, because if it's cemented into the ground, they can even take it. So anything they can get money for is not safe.
Police actually don't believe the sewer grate burglaries are related to the home break-ins. Reporting for News 13, Jasmine Brooks, Butler Township.
Jasmine, thanks. It was a frightening morning holdup at the Freeland Pharmacy. Now police are searching for the bandit, and they want your help. Take a look at these surveillance shots captured of the robber as he walked into the CVS on Center Street on Saturday morning at 9. Troopers say the man, disguised with sunglasses and a hood, threatened the worker with a note and got away with cash. Fortunately, the worker was not hurt. Police described the robber as a white male with a thin build, wearing a gray hoodie, dark blue jeans with a rip or tear on the right leg, and black sneakers. Troopers believe the robber was in his late 30s, early 40s. Dial 911 if you know who this man is. Well, it seems straight out of the Fast and the Furious. Now Hazleton City Police and state troopers are teamed up to get to the bottom of how a high-speed chase zoomed into action over the weekend. News 13 there just minutes after 20-year-old Marlene Sanchez of Hazleton was finally stopped and cuffed. Police tried pulling Sanchez over on a routine traffic stop Saturday night. Instead, Sanchez hit the gas, leading police on a chase through the city and Hazel Township, reaching speeds of over 70 miles per hour. She swiped several parked cars during that chase. When police finally stopped her, they found ecstasy pills inside her SUV. Investigators believe she was under the influence of drugs that night. Hazleton Police Chief Frank D'Andrea was one of the officers trying to get Sanchez to stop. He actually used his police cruiser to halt the chase. That cruiser was smashed up. The chief was not hurt. Here's a mugshot of Marlene Sanchez taken while she was being booked. She's locked up and is facing over 40 traffic citations. A frightening experience for a woman in our area. She was targeted in a bold act of road rage, and police in the valley are investigating. It happened Saturday night along South Main Road in Butler Township when a 65-year-old female driver said that after being tailgated, the driver actually passed her, then blocked the road. The victim was able to turn her car around, and that's when the road rage suspect chased her again, and this time actually hit her car and fled. Another driver witnessed the entire incident incident and followed the suspect to a former restaurant on North Old Turnpike Road. But the road rage suspect fled again and headed back to Route 309. Police say they are looking for a dark-colored Ford F-150 pickup truck, last seen around 8:30 Saturday night. With the November general election just weeks away, political events are happening everywhere. We'll tell you why the folks who were there think today's political issues tie into the Bible. Plus, a local church needs your help in making American heroes warm and comfortable. We'll tell you what you can do just ahead on News 13.
If you're looking to bundle up this winter, then think Treasure Hunt, folks. They have all of their jackets and their designer name brands. Let's start off with some men's specialties. We're looking at $29 for a name brand jacket. Another good find at Treasure Hunt, more jackets for the men. It's a reduced price from $44 to just $34. Another new arrival for the men, and again, slash prices. Fleece jackets from $8 for just $5. Women, it's time to zip up for the colder weather, and we have jackets for you as well. Check out the price, just $15. How about a 3-in-1 coat for the ladies? We have that there. As you can see, a comfy fleece inside a nice jacket. Again, the price only $29. A new arrival for the ladies, the fleece jackets again from $8 for just $5. You could get a comfortable fleece for the winter. We have lady designer boots from $17 to $25. You have to check out the deals here at Treasure Hunt. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 to 4. We'll see you next week.
Combining religion and politics, a number of conservative groups gathered in our area over the weekend to promote just that. A coalition of groups held a conservative voter rally at Genetti's in Hazleton on Saturday. Calling it a grassroots effort to restore America's foundations, members of 9 conservative groups discussed the need for lower taxes, limited government, a strong military, and traditional moral values. Many conservatives believe it's time for the region's pastors to speak out on political issues from the pulpit.
In our country, the pastors, the preachers, were really the ones who undergirded and really gave us the foundation of freedom that we now have within our Constitution. So we're telling pastors, stand up, understand the law allows you to speak, but tell your people what it means about the issues from a biblical perspective.
I'm here to support the movement for our First and Second Amendment rights, and this is such an important venue to have so many come together and talk about the issues that are concerning America today, especially with religious liberty.
Organizations taking part in the conservative rally included the 1st District Republicans, God in Government, and the Tea Party Patriots.
When does life begin? And who decides?
Also debuting at the conservative rally, a gripping new film called The Voice of John. The pro-life film tells the story of a young hospital nurse in the 1970s who discovered a live baby that had been left to die in the hospital's utility room. The story plays out against the backdrop of the then newly passed Roe v. Wade decision and the nurse's decision to try and save the living, viable infant whom she quietly held and baptized with the name John. The documentary was actually produced by a local company, Riverson Productions of McAdoo.
It will change the way you look at things regardless of your position on abortion. Whether you think you know the real story or whether you are not sure, we encourage everybody, whether they're pro-choice, pro-life, atheist, or Christian, to watch the film.
For more information on the movie and its message, you can visit voiceofjohn.org. He's been helping to make people feel good for 5 years now, and it was time to celebrate. Dr. Joe Bafil, Hazleton area chiropractor and co-host of Feeling Good on SSPTV, invited the community into his office Saturday for a 5-year anniversary party. From tours to chair massages to scans, and what would a party be without good food? The day was a way to thank the community for helping Dr. Bafil help them.
And continue to help the multitude of the people around here. We're going to be able to expand and hopefully have another doctor in the office, and just to, the key is we want to get people adjusted and get them well, and we just want to make a difference in folks' lives.
Dr. Bafil is always accepting new patients. You can find his office along Route 93 in Sugarloaf Township, and make sure you catch Feeling Good right here on Channel 13. And on your screen right now, we hope you're feeling lucky with today's Pennsylvania midday winning lottery numbers. Here they are. Daily numbers 796, Big 41582, Quinto 72652, and Treasure Hunt 7, 10, 14, 21, 28 again. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 80th birthday to Corky Salko. This wish comes with love from your family and friends. Also tonight, happy birthday to Rosemary Snyder. She's from Drifton. From Harold, Kristen, Mom, and Sister Patty. Tonight's Talk of the Town report, one quick announcement. SAFE, supporting autism and families everywhere, will be holding a Walk for Autism and Resource Information Expo on Saturday, October 27th. The event will be held at the Hazleton Area High School track from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, please call 570-822-7259. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Leroy D. Brom, formerly of Hazleton. Funeral is Tuesday at 11 a.m. at the chapel at the Rolling Green Cemetery in Camp Hill. Veronica Stauffer of Hazel Township. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. And Margaret Peggy Shuda, formerly of McAdoo. Mass is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. in the St. Richard's Church. Friends may call at the church from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. The Damiano Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-price dinner menu. And remember, there's always plenty of free gated parking behind the Markle building.
SSPTV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr. and Ron Marchetti.
Well, the PIAA field hockey playoffs get going in earnest tonight. Now, the Hazleton and Lady Cougars are involved. 5 teams have qualified in that AAA division. And the Lady Cougars, as we said, not only in it, but they're hosting one of the games. Let's take a look at the brackets. Go right there. Hazleton is the 4th seed. They're playing the number 5 seed Del Val. If you will, it's basically a play-in game to the Final Four. This game will get underway tonight, 6:30 down in Harmon Geist. So looking for something to do tonight. Weather should cooperate. We'll see what happens. They beat Delaware Valley earlier in the season. The winner here has a date with Coughlin. That one will be at Coughlin. And the game will be on Wednesday. That will be the game of the other bracket semifinal when you got Honesdale and Valley West squaring off there. Now on the AA level, 8 teams in the tournament. There's your matchups, including Crestwood at Northwest, Dallas and Wyoming area, Wyoming 7 Lake Lehman, Nanticoke, and Holy Redeemer. So the hockey playoffs underway in D2. It's still regular season in high school volleyball, Wyoming area. They're in town. They're at the McGeehan Gymnasium to take on the Lady Cougars of Hazleton area. They've got about a week to go before they get into the district tournament. Let's switch over to the professional levels. Don't look now, but we've got a Game 7. Can the Giants do it again? They came all the way back against the Reds in the last round. They were down 3-1 in this one, and now winner-take-all game tonight with Matt Cain on the mound. I kind of like the Giants' chances. We'll wait and see. That's an 8 o'clock start tonight. As far as the National Football League, now as you know, the Eagles and Nate Each's club, the Kansas City Chiefs, they drew the bye this week, so nothing doing there. The Giants with a thriller comeback win against Washington and Pittsburgh down early, but when it was all said and done, the Steelers get the win over Cincinnati tonight. Monday Night Football in the Windy City. The Lions, the Bears. Should be an interesting one. American Hockey League, well, the Pens are not off to a very good start, folks. I know it's a long season, but we're not used to seeing the Pens 0-4. That's where they are right now. They got upended by Syracuse. 3-1 was the final. So we'll see what happens. A lot of hockey to go, but as we said, we've just been used to so much better from this Pens club. We'll see as the season goes on. You know, I don't know the first time that I met John Pilsy Petrilyak. It had to be on a ball field or a gymnasium here in the greater Hazleton area many years ago because, quite honestly, over the last 40 years or so, no one attended more local sporting events than Pils Petrilyak. He was always a fixture there because he really enjoyed it. It was his life. This is what he really got himself involved in, whether it was coaching or maybe it was as a PIAA official. He did that for 3 decades. And he worked as an athletic event worker, more recently at Hazleton Area High School, but for many years for the West Hazleton Wildcats as well. As we said, he was well known by everybody, teams, players, officials, the head of the PIAA, and even some people that were from outside the area. Everybody seemed to know Pils. And if there was one thing he enjoyed even more than local sports, well, it was his passion for his Philadelphia Phillies and Philadelphia Eagles. There was some small irony that on this weekend when he passed away, that the Eagles had their bye week and simply did not play. It almost seemed appropriate. We're going to miss him. There's no doubt about that. And so my condolences go out to his entire family. To his son, Little Pils, and his wife, Gina, Pils's precious grandson, Chase, and also his friend, Patsy. I mean, this is a guy that was just really liked by a lot of people. I was one of them. I was always proud to call Pils Petrilyak my friend, and I am really going to miss him. Pils Petrilyak was laid to rest earlier today. He was 66 years old. Hey, you know, you might want to start thinking about heating your home this winter. You could do it for less with American Premium Coal Sales. They offer locally mined quality anthracite at a very fair price. It's available for pickup or delivery. And you know, if you order 6 tons or more, you'll qualify for a $10 per ton discount. Now, want more information? You got to contact American Premium Coal Sales. There's the number. It's even toll-free if you're outside of the area. And they're there Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. There's their Saturday hours. Boy, can you beat good old-fashioned anthracite coal to heat your home.
Today is Labor Day in New Zealand, and in the U.S., it's the day after the Redskins blew another one. Mother of God. Hi, everybody. My doctor once told me I should watch football every other weekend instead of every weekend, especially if you're a Notre Dame, Redskins, Army, and Hazleton fan, to cut down on your weekend stress. It's not healthy for me. My wife thinks she has a better idea, which is just watch 3/4 of a Notre Dame Redskins or Army game, then turn it off or walk away. Both of these ideas do not make any sense, but both might be right. Anyway, welcome to Trivia Treats. Exactly 10 years ago tonight, Darren Baker, the 3-year-old son of then San Francisco Giants manager Dusty Baker, got himself in harm's way during Game 5 of the 2002 World Series against the Anaheim Angels in San Francisco. Little Darren was acting as one of the Giants' bat boys at age 3 when he went to retrieve Kenny Lofton's bat after his 2-run triple. J.T. Snow and David Bell were racing toward home plate as the youngster headed toward it. Snow grabbed Darren and got the youngster out of the way to avoid potential tragedy. Darren's actions led to a rule that was passed by Major League owners in January of 2003, stipulating that bat boys must be at least 14 years old. The Giants won that game 16-4. This is not trivia, but an uncomfortable fact. The Hazleton area family lost a very important member last Thursday. John Petrilyak, known to all as Pilsy, left us. I didn't even know his name was John, but I did know he wore midnight green underwear and Eagles pajamas. He once told me, "How do you know?" I laughed, but why not? Pilsy is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Philadelphia Eagles fan in this area. And ironically, the Eagles were off this weekend. He was always also a lifelong member and faithful follower of the West Hazleton Wildcats in all sports until the jointure. He was a PIAA official, umpire, fan, advisor, father, grandpop, brother, and friend. Actually, he was a local celebrity, but he just didn't know it. He possessed a great personality and was just a likable, what you see is what you get guy. I don't think he could have had any enemies. Pilsy was Pilsy. He could make me smile before he even spoke. And I'm sure that will happen every time I think of him, which will be every time that I will sit in McGeehan Hall and look down at the entrances of that south wall in that gym at Hazelton area. Everyone who knew him well definitely feel a void. Pilsy was laid to rest this morning. He was 66. Our sincerest condolences to his son Pilsy Jr. and the rest of his family and many friends. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
All right, Ron, thanks so much. As we switch gears now and take a look at the forecast, starting first in Schuylkill County, where tonight we see some increasing clouds and a low down to 47 degrees. And then for your Tuesday, look for it to be cloudy skies with a chance of some rain, and we're going to climb to 66 on Tuesday. Tonight's creative condition comes to us from Stephen Gomez, a student at the West Hazelton Elementary School. Stephen says he drew a picture of him playing with his friends on a sunny day. And it was a sunny day in Greater Hazelton. Unfortunately, that sunny day is going to be no more because we see increasing clouds coming tonight with a low down to 49. Chance of some rain tonight, but a bigger chance tomorrow on your Tuesday, where cloudy skies are staying with us and we see a thunderstorm as a possibility. 63 will be our high temp. Keeping American heroes warm and thanking them for their service. Coming up on News 13, we travel to Cunningham in Luzerne County, where one church community is asking for the help of residents to provide quilts of valor. That story, along with much more on News 13 tonight. Stay with us. A warm gesture for wounded warriors. How homemade quilts of all shapes and sizes are helping a church community say thank you to American heroes.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazelton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hi again, everyone. Thanks so much for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Warming the hearts of wounded warriors is the goal of a unique fundraiser happening now at a church in Cunningham, Luzerne County. Quilts of all shapes, sizes, and design, along with ones holding a lot of history, will be auctioned off. News 13 stopping by Christ Lutheran Church in Cunningham Monday morning, where about 70 quilts sit ready to be auctioned off come November 10th. That's when a quilt auction to benefit the wounded warriors will be held. The quilt auction idea came about from a program called the Quilts of Valor. This program makes quilts and donates them to military hospitals throughout the world. The quilts to be auctioned off in Cunningham come from all over the community, thanks to an outpouring of support from locals who care.
Some of these quilts are very old, very, very collectible, and I am really hoping for a lot of money for our veterans.
And that's where you come in. Not only are more quilts needed for the auction, but people are needed to come out and bid. The quilt auction, again, is November 10th at the Christ Lutheran Church. That's on Main Street in the borough. Doors will open at 9 a.m. Bidding is at 10 a.m. And if you'd like to donate a quilt, you can drop it off at the church or call 788-1572. It was a special event to support the Catholic faith around the world. It also was a special day for some children from the Hazelton area. Several students from the Holy Family Academy joined youngsters from all across the Diocese of Scranton yesterday to take part in a special Mass celebrating World Missions Sunday. Bishop Joseph Bambera led the service to bring awareness to the work of missionaries all around the globe. There was also some special recognition at yesterday's celebration for clergy and non-religious volunteers who have served in Catholic missions in emerging countries. Talented teens took to the stage in Dallas, Luzerne County over the weekend as the new Miss Wilkes-Barre and Miss Luzerne County Outstanding Teen were crowned.
And the new 2013 Miss Wilkes-Barre Scranton and the winner of a $500 scholarship is Cassie Cerulli.
The Northeast Scholarship Pageant Association presented its annual pageant Sunday, and News 13 SSPTV's Janine Mazurkevich was proud to serve as a judge for this event, which recognizes young women for their many accomplishments at such a young age and provides them with scholarship money for college. Wowing the judges in the end, 19-year-old Cassie Cerulli of Larksville, who was crowned Miss Wilkes-Barre Scranton, and 16-year-old Palmyra teen Caitlin Schrenkengast walked away with the title of Miss Luzerne County Outstanding Teen.
My platform is raising awareness about hunger in America, and I hope to take that to the state level now that I have won in Luzerne. Hopefully going and talking to people about the importance of knowing that there is hunger in your communities and that there's something you can do about it.
My platform is paving a positive pathway to a brighter future. I work alongside with Big Brothers and Big Sisters. I am a big sister and I advocate for mentoring. So I will go across Wilkes-Barre Scranton area and talk to schools and social organizations and explain how important mentoring is to young children.
All of the contestants were judged in interview, evening gown, talent, and swimsuit for the misses, tank top and jeans for the teens. The top misses and teens walked away with scholarship money and some cash prizes. Congratulations to all of the contestants. Well, they're taking everything that isn't nailed down, including the sewer grates. As Jasmine Brooks tells us, police in one local community are tracking some burglars pulling inside jobs, as well as some working right in the streets.
Matthew Gatos has lived along West Butler Drive all his life. The Butler Township resident says he feels his community is safe, but that doesn't mean he isn't careful when it comes to securing his home.
I keep it safe by locking the doors, locking the garage door, and just being vigilant. And you always have to be vigilant no matter where you go and no matter what you do in life.
When Gatos learned of the recent rash of burglaries in his community, some that happened just doors away from his own home, he was shocked, but gives this advice to his neighbors.
Just always be vigilant. You know, always be vigilant, always know your surroundings, always know who your neighbors are. And, you know, if you have anything that's of value, keep it locked up.
Secure your residence if you do go out. Make sure the doors are locked, the windows are locked. If you have an alarm system in your residence, utilize it. That's what you pay your yearly fee for. Other than that, be in contact with your neighbors. If you do decide to go on vacation or you're going out of town for a couple days, let somebody know.
Butler Township police say the burglaries that began in the beginning of October all happened during daytime hours when the homes were empty. Police now have leads and continue to work with Hazleton State Police on this investigation, while also tackling another problem. Butler Township residents aren't the only ones being affected by the burglaries. Sewer grates like this one are being stolen, which could potentially be a danger for any motorists passing through. That's right, burglars aren't just after cash and jewelry. Now they're even taking sewer grates right off the township's roads and trading them in for cold hard cash. But that doesn't surprise the sergeant.
No, because if it's cemented into the ground, they can even take it. So anything they can get money for is not safe.
Police actually don't believe the sewer grate burglaries are related to the home break-ins. Reporting for News 13, Jasmine Brooks, Butler Township.
It seems straight out of the Fast and the Furious, and now Hazleton City Police and state troopers are teamed up to get to the bottom of how a high-speed chase zoomed into action over the weekend. News 13 there just minutes after 20-year-old Marlene Sanchez of Hazleton was finally stopped and cuffed. Police tried pulling Sanchez over on a routine traffic stop Saturday night. Instead, Sanchez hit the gas, leading police on a chase through the city and Hazel Township, reaching speeds of over 70 miles per hour. She swiped several parked cars during that chase. When police finally stopped her, they found ecstasy pills inside her SUV. Investigators believe she was under the influence of drugs that night. Hazleton Police Chief Frank DeAndrea was one of the officers trying to get Sanchez to stop. He actually used his police cruiser to halt the chase. The cruiser was smashed up. The chief was not hurt. Here's a mugshot of Marlene Sanchez taken while she was being booked. She's locked up and is facing over 40 traffic citations. Still to come on News 13, the search is on for the man who walked into a pharmacy and robbed the place. But first, a long-standing building in Freeland is almost gone as demo crews continue to bring down the dilapidated piece of history. A pile of rubble is all that is left of the former furniture store on Center Street in Freeland. The Pittman building is gone, brought down after building inspectors determined it was unsafe and a hazard to the community. Demolition crews moved in last week and will be here until the site is cleared. What does the future hold for this property? As it looks right now, borough officials are hoping to create some extra parking spots. Police are on the hunt tonight for a man who walked into a Freeland pharmacy and robbed the place over the weekend. Take a look at these surveillance shots captured of the robber as he walked into the CVS on Center Street on Saturday morning at 9. Troopers say the man, disguised with sunglasses and a hood, threatened the worker with a note and got away with cash. Fortunately, the worker was not hurt. Police described the robber as a white male with a thin build, wearing a gray hoodie, dark blue jeans with a rip or a tear on the right leg, and black sneakers. Troopers believe the robber was in his late 30s, early 40s. You're asked to dial 911 if you know who this man is. Some sunshine on this Monday, but clouds will move in and rain on the way. I know that's bad news for many of us who enjoyed the sunny weekend. We see increasing clouds coming our way tonight and a low down to 47 degrees. And the rest of your 4 days ahead in Schuylkill County. Tuesday, it's going to be cloudy skies. Showers are likely, high up to 66. 52 will be our low on Tuesday night. Clouds remain for your Wednesday. 69 will be our high. We dip to 52 on Wednesday night. Thursday, the sun returns, and so do temps in the 70s. Look at that, 70 on your Thursday. And we end the work week off on a sunny and 70-degree note as well. Now to Greater Hazelton's forecast, which is much the same as Schuylkill County's conditions. Tonight's creative condition coming to us from West Hazelton school student Stephen Gomez. Tonight, look for clouds to move in. Showers are likely and a low down to 49 degrees. Your 4-day outlook goes like this. Tuesday, chance of showers, cloudy skies. Thunderstorms are a possibility sometime in the late morning, early afternoon. We see a high up to 63. 52 will be our low on Tuesday night with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday's looking pretty much cloudy, high near 66. 53 will be our low on Wednesday night. And then the sun returns on Thursday, 68. And Friday looks like a sunny day to end another work week off. And 67 will be our high. Sand Springs Country Club bringing you weekly restaurant specials with the forecast tonight. All specials are served with soup or salad, and tonight's is pasta Bradford for just $10.95. That looks pretty yummy. Sand Springs Country Club located on 10 Clubhouse Drive in Drums. Call 788-5845. Call Sand Springs or visit sandspringsgolf.com or find Sand Springs Country Club on Facebook. Racing action in Drums and more, all ahead in local sports with Fred Barletta. And later it was a Halloween party fit for a ghost, goblin, princess, or even a superhero or two. Stick around for a recap of the fun on News 13. To the track we go now as a big race weekend at the Mountain Speedway in Drums. It was a race presented by Nelma and won by 3 track champions. For the 8th year, Nelma continued to attract champions and some of the finest fendered pavement racers for the 3 competitions. This year's event saw its 3 races captured by track champions. Travis Fisher capturing the Nelma Late Model Challenge, Chip Wanamaker, Nelma Street Stock Fender Fury, and Kyle Elwood, Nelma Legend Car Fall Classic. $1,500 is what champion Travis Fisher walked away with. He was the big winner of the day. The other champs also were awarded a cash prize. The weather was picture perfect for some racing here in Drums on Saturday, and we'll be right back. From treasures to tastes now, an event called Tastes of Greater Hazelton took over a medical facility Sunday afternoon, giving event-goers the opportunity to enjoy a sampling of some dishes prepared by local restaurants. And I think it's safe to say the Hazelton Health and Wellness Center was the tastiest place to be. Sunday marked the 5th annual Taste of Greater Hazelton, and as you can see, folks piled in to satisfy their taste buds. Guests were invited to sample a lot of great food that our area has to offer. About 25 restaurants brought some of their signature dishes for folks to try. For just $15, hungry Hazelton residents filled their bellies with everything from cold pizza to meatballs and dessert. All proceeds from Tastes of Greater Hazelton benefit community programs, which are coordinated through the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce. And finally tonight, ghosts, goblins, princesses, and superheroes all piled into a church in Carbon County over the weekend as Beaver Meadows hosted a Halloween bash. Usually the event is held outside, complete with a parade, But this year, the borough's recreation group decided to bring the party indoors and add some fun to the day. From a costume contest to goodie bags, a mad science show, and a whole lot more. This Halloween happening was a favorite for all of the trick-or-treaters and costume critters.
We do it every year around the same time to try to do some things with the town. We're involved in a lot of things. We have some upcoming events that we'll be sponsoring.
The community chipped in for this holiday event as well by donating baked goods for the kiddos to fill their bellies here in Beaver Meadows. And that will do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or simply go to News 13's website. That's SSPTV.com. That's where you can find everything Greater Hazleton, Schuylkill County, and beyond. It's all just a click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe. We will see you back here on Tuesday. Good night, everyone.